What is up? We are back. Black, what's up? This Dig is in the house. Man. Another Sunday. Not so fun day before Monday. But you know I got to get in. Did Jesus come back today? Aw, damn, man. All that hooping and hollering and and all this other shit, and niggas still ain't come back. Shout out to all y'all niggas that's at church just in case he is real. Just in case if he come back. This is No I Don't Know TV. Shout out to Nuke. Nuke texted me the other day. Man. So shout out to Nuke. We got to get her back. She just super busy. Nuke, I'm out here drowning. Man, what is going on? What is going on? Man. Back for another day. Man, what is up with everybody today after you came home from church and did Sunday school and all this other shit? Man. Shout out to everybody that's handling business and doing what they got to do at the Core Plantation. Shout out to everybody that is at the Core Plantation, but not samboing and cooning and telling about the gun line bossing and mammying and just being a sucker ass nigga at the Core Plantation. Ain't no shout out to y'all niggas. I can't stand niggas like that, man. Make it hard for niggas like me that just want to go to the job, get his money, and get the fuck up out of here. Shout out to everybody that's handling business, man. I was just Go get your toilet paper from Freedom Paper Company. Hey. Shout out to everybody that's not finessing and trying to do what they need to do to survive. Man, it was cold in the motherfucker this weekend. I was working like a motherfucker. But, shit. Today I got a little time. I can't be on here long because I got to go get some pies today. Shit. I gotta go get my pies. I got to get some new ties so I can get my pies. Looking at it. Shout out to everybody who's handling business. Shout out to everybody on the East Coast, West Coast, North, South, handling business. Knowing exactly what it is, reading every day. Man, it was a dude that left a comment on a podcast I did like 4 weeks ago. Shit, I don't even be thinking niggas be watching this shit, really. Then he said some interesting stuff, so I'm going to get into that today, too. Shout out to everybody that's trying to do what is necessary to maintain your home situation, your life situation. Shout out to everybody that's trying to replace the system of racism, white supremacy, and trying to establish a system of justice. As Nilly Fuller Jr. teaches, I'm still learning. So don't ever think you can stop learning. Man, I'm still reading this book, The Great Book of Color. The World's Great Men of Color by J.A. Rogers. Hey. Shout out to everybody that enjoyed their holiday, ate plenty of food. You know what I'm saying? Didn't eat too much. I was happy I got the rest of my herbs from Tahuti Ma'at Ra, so go check him out, ma'atraherbs.com. I fuck with him. I spent a lot of my little money with Tahuti Ma'at Ra. Shit is bomb. It's worked for me. It's kept me COVID-free and sucker-free since 2003 type shit. But anyway, we about to get into it. A lot of shit to discuss. Hey. Cut this shit down. Hey. Oh yeah, and shout out to everybody that's out there that's hustling that pussy hole and niggas out there selling dick. Niggas act like they ain't shit. Nah, I work for mine. No, nigga. You might as well slang your dick. And shout out to all the women that's out there that's slanging that pussy hole. Let me get a photo. Yeah. Sold to the next sucker. Had to get that in there. Hey. Oh, man, there's a lot to discuss, a lot going on, but shit, I ain't gonna be here long, because like I said, I gotta go get some pies today. But anyway, man, I was reading this thing today, about this white supremacist Robert Keegan, who shot and killed this young brother, Aiden Ellison, you know what I mean, because he had loud music. Now, didn't that happen in Florida, if I'm not mistaken? I think that happened in Florida, but a while back. But here's the thing, man. The holiday tricks of death. Let me tell you, this shit will happen. Don't think that it won't happen. No, I think it's we need to be mindful, as Nuke would say sometimes. Let us be mindful of our surroundings, what's going on around us, what we're doing. We can't just be out there doing what the fuck we want to do. We have to be mindful and watch what the fuck is going on. Because the shit is very, very, I would say, dangerous when you leave your house. When you leave your house, it's very dangerous if you are a black person in the United States of America Incorporated. So it's very dangerous. Let's see if I can find. Let's see. Robert murder. Let's see. I'm looking it up right now. So hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can get it. Man, finish IT right now. Yeah. I'm about to play this in a minute, but man, hey man, look, I'm telling y'all right now, while y'all sitting up here hooping and hollering and happy Thanksgiving and all this other shit, niggas don't even realize I like this tweet that Tariq had put. It was a real tweet about what Thanksgiving really means, about the Turkish Moors and how they gave back power, you know, to the crown and all this other stuff, you know. And I don't think people know history, so that's why they just go by whatever is being told to you. And the reason why I'm gonna talk about when somebody left a message, because I did a podcast about Dre TV and how this Asian man said this is a nigger-free zone and how he kept his composure. You know, and I was giving the brother props. Somebody left a message on my YouTube, right? I don't know if it was bot, whatever, spam. And basically it was like, oh, well, that guy Dre TV is racist too and all this other shit. And I said, black people can't be racist. I said, do black people own any resources, major resources? Do we own any corporations that could, potentially get you out of a job? Do we own any major Fortune 500 companies? Do we own any natural resources that potentially we could use to oppress another racial group? Then the response was, yeah, but he's racist. I said, there is a difference between racism and saying racist things or using a racial slur, or being prejudiced. Racism is an institution. It's a team sport. It's the competition of resources. And that one group that has control of those major resources, they use those resources to oppress another racial group or other racial groups. And since black folks don't own no cakes, no pies, no planes, no boats, no ships, we don't own none of that shit. We don't own oil. We don't own gold. We don't own silver. We don't own water. We don't own no land. How can we be racist? I can't go on a corporate plantation and stop another white person from getting a job. I'm talking about multiple white people. I'm talking about to the point to where everybody that I'm letting in is black people. That would never happen because I don't control any major resources. See, people need to stop throwing out racism on every little tag because they don't like that we can use that. Why can't you use that, Warren? Because we have been oppressed the last 450 years. And then on my Twitter, people kept talking about the Native Americans. And I'm like, why do y'all keep bringing up the Native Americans? They already got their treaties. They already got their fucking reservations and all that. So why are we still talking about the fucking goddamn Native Americans? And it's so funny that they like to talk about them. I think they like to talk about them because that's a deflection. That's an alligator roll. And the reason why I say it's an alligator roll is because what better way than to distract you by bringing up something else? Oh, well, why do you guys think you deserve reparations? Then somebody tweeted to me, well, so you trying to tell me that only black people built this country? No, Chinamen, they built the railroads. I said, no, you need to read Slavery by Another Name by Douglas Blackman. It tells you all you need to know about who built the railroads and the chain gangs and the prison, the pipeline. It tells you all you need to know about that. And I like to put in, oh yeah, and a white man wrote that too. So go ahead, because they like to think it's just black people writing. No, it's white people writing about this history. It's just nobody wants to use this documented history to get reparations for black folk. They want to use it to keep us as an oppressive class, but they don't want to use it to liberate us by giving us the money that is deserving of us because of what our ancestors did for this country. I always give this example. If I build a house for you and you tell me, well, no, you gonna sleep in the doghouse. And I'm like, all right, but this is my house. And you like, all right. And I'm like, okay. And then I have kids. And I'm teaching my kids that I built this doghouse and the big house. And then you have kids. And then my kids and your kids grow up together. And then they have kids and they have kids. Your descendants of your kids can be like, well, that's not my fault. But they're direct beneficiaries of black labor. So you can hide all you want and play the alligator role and deflect and have the white fragility and be like Joe Biden, and it's not my fault what my ancestors did. I wasn't there for that. Yeah, but you're a direct beneficiary of getting these resources that are not deserving of you. You don't deserve these resources. That's why stop looking at the narrative of the dominant white society's success. Stop looking at that and basing that off your template of how you should be successful. Why, Warren? Because that is not your narrative. They gave you that narrative. Go jump into a $500,000 house and get an $80,000 car and only make $90,000 a year. They got you thinking, and then you're stressed out and your hair falling out and you can't maintain and you trying to keep up this lifestyle. I've never seen so many people trying to keep up and maintain a lifestyle so other people could think that they're doing it. I don't want you to think I'm doing it because I'm broke. Let me tell you something. As Dr. Dennis Kimbrough talks about in The Wealth Choice, poor people talk about clothes, shoes, and rims and cars. Middle class people talk about titles and degrees. Wealthy people talk about bank accounts. So, if you're not talking about bank accounts, you're poor. And that is a state of mind. But what you going to do when you get the money? But before you get the money, you got to know the social game rules and know what the fuck is going on. Stop letting these people put it into your mind that, oh, well, we got to give the Native Americans back their land. Okay, Jane Elliott. It's always about the Native Americans when it comes time for black folk. But last time I checked, shout out to Nipsey Hussle, R.I.P. Rest in power. Native Americans wasn't building this country. No, they were in cahoots with a lot of these white supremacists and catching slaves and taking them back to the fucking plantations. Stop. And why is it every time it's time to pay the piper for black folk, niggas start talking about every other racial group? That's why you have to nip that shit in the bud. And the reason why is because it seems to me that all this violent shit is happening to black folk. It ain't happening to no other racial class. I'll keep saying it. Black folk is every other racial group's punching bag, stepping stone, doormat. That's who black people is. That's why they like black people around. That's why most motherfuckers didn't like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump was an equal opportunity racist. He didn't just not like niggas. He didn't like LGBTQ. He didn't like Latinos. He didn't like Chinamen. He didn't like none of y'all motherfuckers. Then y'all want to jump on a Democratic side. Let's get Trump out of here. Yeah, because they like the Democrats, because the Democrats just benign neglect niggas and cater to everybody else. Niggas got to get out of that shit, man. Straight up. You know, it's very sad. And when you watch this shit, it's like, wow, is this really what it is? So I'm going to play this shit and we're going to see what they're talking about. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see. Let me cut the music down. Let's see what they say. Let's see exactly what they say. I'm going to play and see what it is, if it's some bullshit or not.
Fatally shot a black teenager on Monday after confronting him for playing loud music in a hotel parking lot, according to police and local media reports. Robert Keegan, 47, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, reckless endangering, and unlawful weapons possession in connection with the death of 19-year-old Aiden Ellison, the Ashland Police Department said in a news release. The shooting occurred at the Stratford Inn Hotel, where both were staying, on Monday after Keegan confronted the teen about the volume of his music. The confrontation eventually escalated into a verbal dispute, then a fatal shooting, according to
Then a fatal shooting. Hey, man, I'm going to take this off, man, because they playing music and shit, man. I want to hear that shit. You see how that go? A fatal shooting. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you. Let's see if I can find something else.
A developing story tonight.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, because that was some bullshit. Playing goddamn beach music while you trying to talk about somebody getting killed. What kind of shit is that?
A murder investigation is underway in Ashland after one man was found dead early this morning in Ashland. Newswatch host Adam Schumes broke down the story. He joins us now with an update. Adam?
Yeah, Brian, police tell me an investigation is still underway at this hour after one man was found dead around 4:30 this morning at the Stratford Inn here in Ashland. This after a shooting took place now for a community that has seen its first shooting this year. It's not known for this type of situations here in Ashland. We know Ashland is a quiet, quaint.
You see, they're trying to make it seem and paint this picture that this city, we don't have this type of racist stuff going on.
It's just a very homely place. This is absolutely heartbreaking. The people I've talked to.
See, the one thing that y'all got to learn about the news, they're going to frame the picture and paint this, you know, they're going to frame it like, oh, well, this doesn't ever happen here. This is the first shooting of the year. And they're basically breaking it up to make it seem like this doesn't happen here. We don't have this racist shit here because they want people to come there. So that's why. Stop it.
Are completely devastated about the situation. I'm going to kind of break down what led into this shooting. Now, Ashland police tell me that an argument started between the two men, the victim and the suspect in custody. The shooting happened in the parking lot. Robert Paul Keegan, the suspect, he's 47 years old. He is now in custody. He fired one shot in the chest of the victim. He was found dead at the scene. The victim.
You notice they're not talking about what's going on. Basically, then they was playing this music, and I'm pretty sure like most arrogant, dominant, white society, racist motherfuckers, that motherfucker was like, well, I'm going to go over there and check the shit out of his ass. That's all that was. Stop.
I spoke to people involved in the situation. One woman who knew the man who died is completely heartbroken at this point.
This doesn't happen very often in Ashland. It's a really...
You notice they keep saying that. This is a white guy saying this too. This doesn't, they got to put that narrative out there because they don't want to draw that attention to that police department, and they don't want motherfuckers being like, hey, oh, so y'all got some racist shit going on. Look, they be expecting to know that everywhere you go, racism, white supremacy exists. Don't ever think that it doesn't exist. It exists everywhere you go.
Tragic, senseless thing that didn't have to go down this way. If people have a problem with somebody else, they should call us and let us handle it. People shouldn't get into arguments with...
Yeah, right. You know what that man did. Look, let me tell you something. Like I told y'all before, when I was pumping gas one time, a motherfucking white dude came to me, hey, man, you should be sitting in your car. I said, man, just get away from me, bro. Get the fuck away from me, man. Who are you, the gas pumping police? Man, get the fuck away from me. Man, sometimes, like when I go anywhere, Best Buy or Walmart, anywhere, I'm always listening to podcasts. I'm always got my earphone. I got one earphone in, one earphone out. I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm watching my surroundings, but I don't want to be bothered. I keep my earphones in because I don't want to talk to people. And I don't want to talk to people because I don't want to hear no silly Simon bullshit that some white supremacist or some suspected white supremacist or an honorary white supremacist will try to say to you. You know, motherfuckers be like, do you work here? No, I don't work here. Nigga, do my shirt say Walmart? No, I do not work here. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just try to stay away from that. Then you got to be worried about motherfuckers, you know, following you around the store and all this other stuff. And then when you bumping your music, people looking at you crazy. That's why you got to be aware of your surroundings. And when you get ready to get into someone, you better understand potentially what they might have on them or what they may be trying to do.
Fellow community members.
Now, the Ashland police chief telling me that this is the first murder and shooting in Ashland this year and the first homicide in quite some time. Now, the victim's name hasn't been released. Now, just in the last 10 minutes, I did learn that people that knew the victim are continuing to gather right behind me. They're having a vigil for him tonight as the investigation is still underway. A life taken far too soon in another senseless tragedy here in a quiet town of Ashland. But for now, we're live in Ashland tonight. I'm Adam Schoombs at Newswatch 12.
Wow. So basically they focus more on motherfuckers not thinking that it's violent where they at. If y'all noticed that. They focus more on that than they focused on anything else. I'm telling y'all, man. Even everything that you look at, you have to look at it with a bird's eye view, and then you gotta look around it, look up, around, look, okay, that's what it is. It was so funny too. Shout out to Mike Tyson. You know, a lot of people don't like Mike Tyson. They don't like Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson say what he feel and he mean what he say. And he's a very intelligent brother. And he put on a very good fighting, you know, exposition out there. You know, and what I liked about Mike Tyson's whole thing, it was more catered to black folk. It wasn't like, he wasn't trying to cater to everyone else. I think it was dope. He had Wiz Khalifa on there. He had YG on there. He had Snoop. Snoop did a great job. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because we can't do things without everybody getting involved. We don't need a white figurehead stamped on everything we do for it to be successful. And that's the thing. We think everything has to have their stamp of approval on it. And I get it. You know, I get it because 450 years of slavery, you think you owe everything to them. And you think you're nothing unless they give you the props. We better be like Dame Dash and take your props because these motherfuckers are never given to you. Like I told this brother, I said, well, white folks own the patent office. So I'm pretty sure there was a lot of things that other races, not other races, but there was a lot of things that black folks invented that they will never give us credit for because white folks own the patent office. You know what I mean? And the thing is, we have to understand, not every other racial group, black folk, stop trying to educate white folks on racism. Stop doing that shit, man. I don't do it. I'm not educating no white person. They know what racism is. They know they benefit from white privilege. Any white person talking about, well, I don't benefit from white privilege. I'm broke just like you. Man, stop. Stop. You can go do black tar heroin in the bathroom, come out, and be the next supervisor. So stop. They can take a white person on Las Vegas Boulevard and Owens doing heroin and meth, and they can clean them up and shower them up and give them a tie and a shirt and a suit pants and some nice dress shoes, that nigga be your supervisor. So I don't know why motherfuckers acting like racism don't exist, and stop trying to explain it to every other racial group. I don't. I look at them like they crazy. And another thing, my black folks, my black brothers and sisters, look, y'all black first. You know, y'all got to understand that. That's from reading. You got to read the books, though. You can't see. This is what the dominant society does best. They will segregate black folk. Well, you're LGBTQ. You're one of us. No, you're not one of them. Ask Ed Buck. You're not one of them. I've never seen so many LGBTQ, LMNOP, XYZ get mad over that and get mad over that. But then when it comes to the racist narrative that this tango and this dance we've been doing with them for 450 years, we act like that don't exist. But when it comes to LBG, well, that exists. And man, get the fuck out of here, man. You black first. Stop acting like you're a separate entity from black folk. You black bourgeois, Uncle Tom, buck dancing, coon Sambo, telling about the gun line boss niggas. Y'all not separate from us. Y'all just do the devil's work. What do you mean, Warren? You go in there, you co-opt the movement of the dominant white society, and then you spoon feed it with Gerber baby food to black folk, and then have black folk believing in that bullshit when really it's beneficial for you, not for the rest of the black folk. It's a fact. That's why you got all these black folk on TV telling a nigga to go vote for Joe Biden after you know what the fuck he did, and he never even apologized about what he did. Well, because you want to maintain the system. That's why I tweet. Most black folk want to live comfortable in the system of racism and white supremacy. They don't want to destroy it. Jamel Hill, all you motherfuckers that were working for the dominant white society, and now all of a sudden you got your little platform and you want to call out Donald Trump's racism. Man, get the fuck out of here. Stop it. If you work for ESPN, they racist too. Walt Disney was a racist motherfucker too. Stop. Which happened to be in Orlando, which just happened to be a racist motherfucking city named after white supremacists. Stop. So we got to get off all that, man. We got to stop thinking that that's what it is. And the reason why I say that is because I got love for my LGBTQ and everybody. Hey, if you black, I fuck with you. But stop segregating yourself from us. Like you think you them. No, you not them. And stop allowing them, Ellen, to liken their struggle with black folks' struggle. LGBTQ didn't build this country. Black folk built this country. So stop going along with that narrative. Stop allowing people to place that narrative in front of you and make it seem like it has some validity. That's why when I told the brother, I said, well, look, man, whoever it was on my YouTube page, I said, look, bro, go read Black History Reader, go read Black Labor, White Wealth, read Medical Apartheid, read Slavery by Another Name, read The Burglary right here, read The Burglary, I told him just read those books and then let's have a dialogue, so we can be on the same page. Because if you not, or tell me what books I should read. Because if you have not read no books, I'm going off the books I've read. I'm not going off no shit somebody told me on CNN. I'm not going off no shit somebody done told me on MSNBC. Because that's not helping me. And you're like, why? Well, because that can never help you. They control that narrative. They control that. So that's never going to help you. You know what I mean? That's why that's why I like that Mike Tyson thing, because he did a great job. He put that on. I know people helped him, but I like that it was catered towards black folk. No diss to Floyd, and I got love for Floyd too. I love Floyd. But I do like that there was something that finally I turned on TV and it was basically catering to black folk. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't catering to everybody else. Very, very important. It's very important to see that. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny too, because Roy Jones looked hurt like a motherfucker after that beating he took from Mike Tyson. Man, but I'm telling you right now, we gotta focus. Stop letting these holidays get you all in a twist where you don't think nothing could happen. Nigga, the holidays is where the shit go down. And don't you ever forget it. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Like I said, I told you, hey, man, I gotta go get some pies. Man, leave your comments. Shout out to Wendy, Shawnee, Tasha, all y'all. And I fuck with y'all. But hey, man, I got to go because I got to go get some pies. But hey, man, I got shit to do. I got shit to take care of. So I got to get the shit done before it get too late. I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Sorry to cut it so short, but I've been super busy and got a lot of shit going on. Hey, man, go read up on it. The kid's name is Aiden Ellison. Just go read up on the articles. Go read up on the articles. The guy who killed him, the white supremacist, was Robert Keegan, who shot and killed him because his music was too loud. So what does that tell you? Don't play your music loud? No, watch your surroundings and watch what the fuck is going on. Hey, man, this is No I Don't Know TV. You know what it is. I'm your boy Warren G. Been Clown Free since 2003. Hey, man, I fuck with y'all if you ain't on no bullshit. Guilty, nigga, you a Sambo. I'm out. Peace.